Matric results were released this week, putting students in a stir. As students prepare for higher education, we have Dr. Connie Haasbroek from the University of South Africa joining us on Google Hangout to let you know how you can mentally prepare during this transitional period. Connie, thank you so much for joining us. How can students start to mentally prepare during this time?
Well, there's a lot of changes that's happening, and it's not only about the thinking, it's also about the emotional, the attitude, the behavior, the whole way of thinking about the world, thinking about themselves. And I think the major thing is to have a positive attitude. And also to think about that, it's now opportunity for new hopes, of new dreams that can be realized, and also to make choices about you can make a choice either to become a victim of your circumstances or to start to become a creator of your own destiny. And I think that's a major attitude change that people must make. To know that, yeah, there were things that maybe some of the dreams were shattered and the expectations were not all made, but that doesn't matter. It's also a new beginning and new hope, and that you can really start creating also your own future now. Now that you have completed, there's a new way, a whole new journey waiting for you that you can consider about, that you can dream about, and that you can achieve when you are realistic. Maybe that's the other thing that's also important, is that we have to be realistic about our own abilities, about our own personality traits, as well as our own aptitudes, as well as our interests.
Connie, all of these things you mentioned are ways of thinking that take quite a long time to develop and learn. What do you recommend learners start doing now so that when they get to their universities or places of higher education, they are mentally prepared?
There is a major significant role that can be played by both parents and teachers. We are so much focused on the academic curriculum that we totally forget. If you look at all the debates, discourses in the educational field, it's about the hidden curriculum. The hidden curriculum is about helping people, helping children, helping students to achieve their dreams and their expectations. It's about things, for example, external locus of control. But, we are so into this mode of telling children what they must do, how they must do it, that we don't cultivate the internal locus of control as well. And by now, when we enter tertiary education, children, students, young people must have internal locus of control. They must accept self-responsibility. They must be able to manage themselves, what they eat, what they drink, their socializing, their study, how much do they commit to their study time. That's all very important for our students. And hopefully how you manage time, and that you also must be willing to do and to sacrifice. We want immediate results. We don't want to invest to have long-term results. It's about immediate satisfaction. And I think here in the school, this is the wonderful, wonderful opportunity that teachers and parents can have to help the children and the learners, our students, just to know that, nothing in life comes free. It's about hard work, it's about commitment, it's about how you manage yourself. And we need to give much more focus on this hidden curriculum in helping our children than we are doing at present.
In your opinion, do students enter their first year of university with the mindset that you've just outlined, or does it take them quite a while to get there?
I'm very sorry to say, I had about 8,000 first-year students this year, and it's very sad for me to say no, they are not prepared. They are really not prepared. There are a lot of things that they are not ready for tertiary education on a hidden curriculum manner. I think about the first thing is their time management. The other thing it's about they want to be spoon-feeded. And I think this is the other thing that's very important, that, we must make them independent learners. And at UNISA, where we are open distance learning university, I think it's much more difficult, because they have to learn how to manage their own information, how to go through their material and things like that. And they are really not prepared to do that. But other very important thing that I also do see, it's now they have to start working with prescribed material. And they've got a problem. How to manage the information, they want it all to be cut down in a recipe. And that is not what higher education is all about. You must be able to learn to identify the important things. You have to be able to manage the information that's coming through to you.
This different way of mental state, what are some things you recommend for students to do now so that they can get there when they're actually starting university?
Well, I think the most important thing is that they first have to sort it out. Why am I going to university? What is the purpose for me? What is my motivation for going there? Many of the students, they just want to become a professional somebody, just to be professional qualified. And I think that's totally a wrong mindset to enter university. It's about your life. It's about your own enrichment. Why do you want to become an accountant? Why do you want to become an engineer? That is major questions that's going to drive you and to help you to carry through during difficult times. Are you here just to to be a professional somebody, or are you here with a purpose? We are all unique. And when we want to become a doctor because our father was a doctor, or my mother wants me to become a CA, that's not going to work. It's about you. You have to be realistic about yourself, about your own abilities, about your own interests. You're not an extension of your parents. You're somebody within your own right. So choose something, a career that fits also within your own life that you want to be, because you can be and you want to be. And I think that's the important thing as well. You have to be highly motivated. You must know why you are doing it, and you must be realistic. You have to prioritize what's the important thing now, to play or to work. And both can fit into a university tertiary education daily program, but you have to give your priorities and get it right. So I think maybe in a nutshell, that is what I can advise for our students.